Me. How many times does the world dance when the world dances with me? Take my heart into your hands, take my booty into your embrace. That was fun. Dude, I think we got this. This is our show.
Pretty serious. Any questions?
They're awkward and weird. What? Cha-cha-cheetah. Three-wheel bicycle.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're tuned in to the one and only Three-Wheel Bicycle Podcast coming out of Casper, Wyoming. My throat is groggy. It is March 22nd, 2025. We got some true crime. We got some 90s. We got all kinds of crazy topics for you this week. I'm your host, Stevie V. Sitting next to me,
Jay Cracker.
It's Joshin.
He's on the board. And hopefully, you're buckled up if you're cruising across the country.
Get buckled up for the board. You gotta be all shoulders for this, dude. What? It's fun. It is.
Oh, yeah, it's turning on. There we go.
That's too good.
Beautiful. That was amazing.
Yeah.
And live and fucking easy.
Yeah,
It's almost too much fun.
it is. Yeah. I can't wait to mess around with it after the show. Welcome, everybody, to another unpredictable, amazing episode of your favorite, dumbest podcast.
We should start to
Whoop,
your
whoop.
second favorite.
Yeah. Yeah. So it is currently March 22nd, 2025. It is National Goof Off Day.
Really?
It's Goof Off Day?
Yep.
Goof off day, huh?
Well, what we did before the intro was Goof
Yeah.
Off, so we celebrate.
Yeah, exactly. And another, I guess, way to celebrate is to rewatch one of your favorite comedy movies. What is one of your favorite comedy
Favorite
movies?
comedy movies? One of my favorites is The Great Outdoors. Love it.
The Great Outdoor. That is
Yeah,
a badass
The
movie.
Great Outdoors, or probably my first favorite, actually, I gotta be honest, is gonna have to be God damn it, I just fucking blanked. Oh, Nothing But Trouble. Nothing But Trouble with Chevy Chase. Chevy Chase. It's got Demi Moore in it. It's
I
got
don't think I've actually ever watched it.
what? Dan
Yeah.
Aykroyd. You can rent it, I think, on
Yeah,
Amazon.
I know what you're talking about.
Did you say Nothing to Lose?
Nothing but
Nothing
trouble.
but trouble.
Nothing but trouble.
You gotta watch it. It's got Dan Aykroyd playing some sort of backwoods judge up in New Jersey or something
Yep.
like that.
Yep.
Hey, ho, ho, ho. Look who got the front seat to the Mexican hat dance now. Bunch of city slickers. Bankers. I hate bankers.
Dan Aykroyd as a judge reminds me of one of my favorite, not my favorite, but one of mine. Can't think of the name of it, but the one where they had the bone crusher and shit.
That's Nothing But Trouble, yeah.
Is that what it
Yep.
is? Yeah, dude, I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah.
Yeah, where he's got his
Yep.
fucking big old dick nose
Dick
and
nose,
shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
man. We got two.
Dude,
It's a good
that
Nice.
movie is fucking badass.
Nice
bro.
try, corn pop. I lost that leg in France.
They got the big old fat babies in the fucking
Yeah.
junkyard and shit.
Yep. And when I win, I get Diane. And she's like, No, Bobo, you can't. It's Bobo and Little Devil.
Yeah,
dude.
Bobo and Lou Debo.
Little Devil. And when I win, I get diarrhea. No, Bobo. Oh, it's Woodle! It's Woodle!
Dude, that movie is hardcore.
It's my favorite.
It's got yeah, what's his name in it?
Dan Aykroyd, Chevy Chase.
No, the band.
Oh, it's got
With the fucking fake nose and shit.
yeah, it's got the fuck is his name?
The guy that does the Humpty dance.
The Humpty Dance.
I know who you're
They
talking
call me
about.
Humpty.
Yeah, can't remember.
Hands with an Humpty.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he says,
Shot
But
the
that
log
band-
or
I once
something.
got busy in a Burger King bathroom. It also has, you know who's in that band, that group?
Yeah.
Tupac.
Yep.
Tupac Shaker.
Right?
Yeah. So,
Tube sock.
Tube Sock Shaker.
What, Kate? What is your one of your favorite comedy movies?
She doesn't know anything before 2008.
We actually do have live studio.
We do have a
audience.
live studio audience.
Woohoo!
She's declined to speak, I think.
Favorite comedy movie? Go.
What the hell is a
How about go
spoon
with Goofy
bell?
movie?
Oh, spoon bell.
Goofy movie. Not the actual Goofy movie.
Oh, that movie's good too.
Half Baked. That's a good one.
Ooh, that is a good one.
My mama! Doctor said I need a bacchiotomy.
Oh, you smoke? Yeah. No, meet Mary Jane. Say hi to her. Shake her hand.
dollar bill up, but have you ever looked at a dollar bill on weed?
I think I'd have to roll a Pineapple Express.
That's a good one.
You guys like the
What do
creek?
you mean?
You like the creek in the
what is that?
background?
What do you mean it's dead? What do you mean it's dead?
I mean, it ceased to exist. It's dead. Oh, man.
Oh. Probably
Isn't it
James
common?
Franco's best role
It's coming.
of all time. What's that? They touched tongues and they were gross? Oh, James Franco's a sexual pedophile or predator. Is that what you're
I
trying to
did
say?
see something about that.
What?
Yeah.
You can't say that, bro.
That's what she said. I'm just.
It's-
Did he
yeah.
get charged for it?
Did he get? You can be charged and not oh wait, you can be prosecuted, not charged. Yeah. So I don't know. Ask her.
Yeah.
You can get the S word for saying shit.
Not me.
Not me either.
Let's see what else. Oh, so if you haven't got a chance yet, go check it out. It's on YouTube. 10 for 10's brand new music video, Gun, premiered on there. My first big acting gig.
And the first of many more to come.
Yeah. Hopefully just by me, taking my shades off.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Just being a cool kid, dude.
Yeah.
You'd be like JTT in no time.
Yeah. Their new album drops April 1st, and it is not a joke. Day 41 EP. I got lucky and, worked with them on their album cover. Got finished. Yeah. Thank you, fellas.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Also, when I was looking at the analytics earlier, shout out to the United States, Canada, Australia, Ireland, listeners of this wonderful
Oh, we got
show.
people in
Hell yeah,
Hollywood?
that's cool.
Yeah, dude.
I do it for the love of me father and me mother.
It's probably
I love it. I love them. I love me mother and me father. Not to insult anybody in Ireland, but that's the best impression I got. That's all I got.
Yeah.
And it was it's a little bit ripped off of fucking goddamn Conor McGregor. I don't know if he's a treasure
That's
hunter
cool.
or not.
Yeah.
I love me mother and me father.
I see.
Yeah, he probably doesn't even talk like that. I don't know. It's just the best I can do.
I seen he started a record label.
I heard something about that.
Exhibits on that bad boy.
Is he making cars on it?
I don't know. Probably not. He's been getting a lot of heat for that. Garbage cars.
God damn it. Does my fucking voice sound echoey to you guys in your headphones?
No.
Not really.
No?
Do you want me to turn it up a little?
Not my, well, I don't know. Probably not my microphone. Don't do that.
Oh, there we go. I was trying to find a laugh on my keyboard.
In Canada,
They're
we all know
Canada.
what they say. Hey,
Yep. We got to give a shout out to
can't do an Australian accent. Sorry. Evil in that. No,
Broken Wing Nuts podcast,
Broken Wing Nuts?
Where are they out of?
Canada.
Oh, because yes.
Yep.
Because it's different.
He actually commented on one of the posts we'll get into later. Other podcasts you should definitely check out. Middle of the Road, Room Green Productions, Off the Cuff with Jed and Cody. And, of course, our friends over there in Australia, across the pond, in the zone, traffic controllers. Was that good? Was that pretty
Hell
good?
yeah.
Yeah,
Hell
it was
yeah.
great.
Hell yeah.
I was trying to work
Let's
on an Australian
fucking-
accent in my head, and it sounds great in my head, but I gotta say it. No.
There you go.
That's the best I can do. No.
Oh, I guess
I got one of them for you.
the other thing we need to Friday, May 23rd is the opening day for the Casper Spuds baseball all weekend long. Also, of course, check out Vanderheiden Design for all of your wonderful artwork needs, I guess.
Heck
That
yeah.
ain't no shit.
Heck yeah.
What else?
What else?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to
Didn't
find
National
some-
Down Syndrome Day just happen as well?
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure that was today or yesterday.
Ooh.
And shout out to those fucking guys.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah? That's better. That's more better, yeah.
It said bull power hit. I thought it was going to be like a strike noise.
Oh, I thought. Wait
It
to do
is not.
sound effects, and I'm like, hey, National Down Syndrome Day. And you're like, ding.
Oh, well, they do bowling.
At least we're.
Jason's friends and shit, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Jason does have friends.
He does.
Always has, always will. What's the dumbest thing you guys did this week, by the way?
The
on.
dumbest thing I did this week?
Don't act like you guys don't do dumb shit on accident all the time.
I'm trying to think, bro, for real.
Oh, probably at the Pizza Ranch. Shout out to Ghost Elite. They had a little fundraiser thing there. And I didn't look at the game specifically, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just walked in there, swiped the card, and then looked up. Out of order.
Okay. All right.
Card error. And it
Not
happened
bad.
more than once, but on a different machine.
Oh,
I'd have to say that was probably the dumbest shit.
That's good. What was yours, Josh? Josh
I'm
is
still
literally-
trying to think.
I don't do dumb shit.
Well, I just don't do very much. I go to work and I fucking go home.
Would you like your mine, Josh?
Sure, yes. What's yours?
Mine is you know how somebody goes to hand you a hammer? Like, normally people hand you a hammer, they're holding the handle, and you grab the hammering end.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Well, I had a coworker of mine. I asked to hand me the hammer, and he did not hand it to me that way. No fault of his for my dumb shit. I wasn't really paying attention, so I grabbed it by the handle as he handed it to me. And I just proceeded to try and do something cool, and I flipped it over and fucking went to go smack the thing that I had to hammer
Okay.
and hit it with the handle of the hammer.
I see.
Yeah.
See.
Nice.
And also
That's pretty good.
And still missed the thing that I was hammering. Dude. And he's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, well,
Right.
you're gonna hand me that different."
Yeah.
He's like, "Well, that's dumb." I'm like, "Yeah, I know."
I bent some shit backwards.
Worst one out of all those.
For real, I had to replaze it. Had to flatten it, and it didn't work. It split, and I had to go replaze a new piece and bend it all over.
That sucks. So
was
time
dumb.
consuming.
So yours was just a time-consuming thing. Mine, I actually looked like an idiot.
It was dumb.
Stevie, if anybody's watching,
That was pretty dumb.
I imagine somebody watching Stevie put his shit on the fucking out of order things. We're just like, is this guy trying to hustle the system?
Yeah.
What is he doing?
Oh,
Like the first one was a mistake. The second one, it's like, what are you doing? Third one gets real questionable.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Ooh, that's a good one.
It was pretty good shit, though. Pretty good shit. A lot of the games are out of order, which
You ever
was
trip
unfortunate.
upstairs? Do you do that a lot?
A couple times.
I do it. Anytime I'm on stairs, almost every time I'm over.
Oh, trip.
Yeah, oh,
I
I
see.
up the stairs.
I see what you're saying. Trip up.
Yeah.
When you're going upstairs, I thought
Yeah.
you just meant like
Less dangerous, far more embarrassing than tripping down the stairs.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
I guess Twinkle
You can knock teeth
guess
out pretty good.
I guess Twinkle Toes shouldn't have been in so much of a hurry, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, you can knock teeth out pretty good tripping upstairs. Depends on what the stairs are.
Sure. You can. Still embarrassing.
For real.
Actually, even more embarrassing than if you don't.
I've literally witnessed people
Oh, I bet, man. Oof.
take the front teeth straight out. Because they happen to be all on 12-inch or like 8-inch.
8-inch risers.
What is it? 8. I don't remember what code is, but whatever.
6
It goes
and 8.
pretty. It happens to
6 and 8. That's my
land
guess.
pretty close
6 and
to
8.
where people's fucking teeth hit a stair.
Yeah, God really played a prank on us with that one, huh? Dude, your
Your
body-
legs will go up and feel comfortable going upstairs exactly the same
Yeah.
as it'll hit you in the mouth.
Check this math out, dude. The length of your body from your toes to your mouth is going to be perfectly aligned with the rise and step of stair.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So if you want to fuck around, go ahead.
Tripping upstairs, not downstairs.
That's right. What do we got? What's in the news lately, Steve?
Well, we got the March Madness that's happening. For all you college fans. I said something about it yesterday. Well, obviously, maybe, oh yeah, that's right, March Madness. Who's your favorite team, Dad? Kansas City Jayhawks, just because of like the logo, right?
You're a logo guy.
Yep. And so then I hopped on. I was like, oh, let's see how they are or how they're doing. Oh, they fucking lost. Okay. But,
Well, fuck.
Right.
Have college are college athletes getting paid money yet? Do they get paid from endorsements or anything like that yet?
Yes, I heard something. I'm not gonna call out shit. I heard it, but whatever. I heard shit
I heard shit around the campfire.
on a something.
I heard things about a thing.
But yeah, I believe that
'Cause really,
college kids can get paid for being endorsed and shit now.
I would hope they do something because it's like, dude, these both football players, basketball players, what I mean, all these cats, like, because you go to a fucking college game as opposed to a professional game, like, both of them are fun, but these college kids are pouring all their hearts out. You know what I
Right,
mean?
they have to.
oh, yeah.
They should be getting some sort of something.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, they have to.
There was a couple of these counselor dudes when I was in treatment, when I was 19.
Yeah.
The one of them actually played for the Kansas City Chiefs, and the other one, he went through college ball too, but just played for like the indoor arena thing for Sioux Falls.
Yeah.
But they both said too, like after they got done playing like their college games, if they played good, there'd be a fucking brown bag in their locker. It'd
Oh.
just be cash in there. So,
Well,
but obviously it's probably not legal.
I don't know.
well, they should get some sort of like, you know what I mean, something for their effort. Like,
Oh yeah, totally.
and especially if their grades are, you know what I mean, all they're on par, they should get reimbursed something for the future. Something, ain't it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, shit. I mean, because that, if you think about it, is like their livelihood, I guess, because they're
Well, it's where they put all their
school.
fucking energy. Yes or yes.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So you can't ask,
I'm clapping for them.
And these kids are tearing up their fucking knees, their backs, their fucking everything. I mean, whether you're talking about a volleyball player or a football player, I mean, it takes a toll on your body.
Oh yeah,
And
Right.
and obviously there's tons of fucking people watching the shit.
yeah. Oh
and
yeah,
going to games.
yeah. Well, that's like gymnastics too. You know, obviously that's pretty. But she had her gymnastics meet or state thing or whatever. And man, that guy kept hollering the Cheyenne thing and like, oh, Chi-Town, my town.
And the fact that he's saying Chi-Town, dude. Chi-Town is Chicago.
Dude,
Shut
and
your
like,
fat fucking lazy
I was
mouth.
sitting there thinking about it. I'm like, this guy is probably so fucking stupid. He doesn't even realize that's a Chicago thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 100%.
And it's also just lots of people here have never left here.
Yeah, that's very true.
Lots of people.
They're turds that somebody didn't flush down the bowl.
Yep.
Well, I go to lots of different places, and I'm like, fuck, I want to go back home.
Sure.
For real.
But you're also not walking around going, fucking, why?
Oh, I know.
Wyo City, dude.
Chi-Town, my town.
You ever heard of the 307,
No.
dog?
I just
I'm a fucking turd, dude. No, because you're not a turd.
I promote 3-wheel bicycle when I go out of town. I stick stickers in shit places where I'm not supposed to.
Do it.
Yeah.
Keep that.
Dude, when I went back to Odessa, I hadn't been there in
Odessa.
3 or 4 years probably to that hotel.
Do you know how many people I know in Odessa? That's how many.
That's cool.
Thank you. You
there
were
was-
wearing a suit. I didn't know how many people.
I still
you had,
found-
or gentlemen.
3 of our stickers.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
They were up.
In the inconspicuous places where it was like, oh, yep, they didn't find that
Like on
one.
the bottom of a urinal.
No.
Yeah.
Like,
Josh is up under there drinking.
no, okay, it's kind of like a urinal, but when you're outside, they got a TV and a fucking barbecue and shit right by the couch. If you get up and you don't want to go in, there's bushes in this corner you can kind of scoop behind and piss back there in the corner. Right in the corner, right where your eyes will see when you're pissing. 3-wheel bicycle.
Well, so for all of our wonderful listeners, if you go there and take a picture, Josh will actually send you $100.
Yeah. If you go get a picture of that fucking sticker in Odessa
You know
in the
how
corner.
many fans we have in Odessa, Texas? I don't know how many.
Exactly. But we do have a couple that probably travel there.
All I'm thinking of, like when you said we got $100. What's the job?
Yeah.
We got a job for you.
What's the job?
We just got to drive to Odessa.
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries.
This was kind of interesting, popped up the other day. I actually wrote it down in my notes. So cool. Apparently you cannot. Do you have a Disney Plus subscription?
I sure do not.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're both screwed.
Why is that?
So, and you know what? Some of these dates may not be accurate, and that's why I encourage you to go and do research.
I'm not
too.
supposed to.
We're not on the TikToks.
Oh, okay.
But so this was at Disney World, and husband wife, they're eating at this restaurant, and the wife specifically says, "I have a peanut allergy." Well, this restaurant, well known for accommodating their guests by allergies and shit like that.
Sure.
Okay.
Well, it was like 45 minutes later, I think. Well, she actually ate a peanut, had allergic reaction, got blasted by one of them EpiPens, died. Later, they went to go sue Disney, and Disney came back and said, you can't sue us because in the contract that you signed in Disney Plus, when you signed up, you cannot sue us.
Damn.
A fucking technicality.
I guess you should start reading the
Dude.
fucking terms and conditions.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I mean, everybody.
They ain't got to worry
but,
about it.
like, holy
Yeah,
moly.
but also, hey, think about technology. Think about the technology side. They could also pump an like through your TV. They could figure out a fucking goddamn radio frequency or a sound wave that fucking explodes your guts. Can't sue us, dog. It was experimental.
Right?
I don't know. That's wild. I guess I'll go to Disney and fucking die, and my family will get money.
No, they won't.
No, because I don't have a Disney subscription.
Oh, touche.
Subscription.
Oh, that was the
Listen,
other thing.
hey,
Oh.
let me say something.
That
I
was-
have subscription.
That was the other thing. So when they went to, they came back, or there was like another case or some shit like that. But anyway, they said that you already, when you went to go park your vehicle, you signed off on it, and it was in that fine print too, that you cannot sue us.
Dirty sons of bitches, they are.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's fucked
Fucking
up.
nuts, though, huh? I mean, man, mine.
I guess
dude.
you really got to
it's-
start paying attention to what you sign your name on.
Okay, it's nuts, but if you think about it, if you owned a company, the way that society is these days,
very
you're going to fucking cover every single part of your ass you can cover.
Yeah, very true.
Everybody wants a
Yeah, what's the word? We're very
They're a huge company.
litigious.
I don't
Malicious?
Society? Litigious. We like to litigate things so they can all go to court, which has its upsides, but it also has its downsides.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and a lot of people are. There's a lady who, this was years ago, but was able to sue one of those theme parks because she went on the haunted house ride and was too scared.
You got PTSD.
She paid money to that company to scare her just enough, not too much. Like, you're out of your mind, and she won. She won like $15,000.
What?
Yeah.
That chick thought it was funny.
Is there a kid around the corner?
I found laughing.
Hey.
I've been trying to find one that's like
Give me
a
a-
bunch
give
of
me a-
people laughing.
Give me an E laughing.
Here.
Nailed it.
I thought there would be one
Should
that
we
was like
test out this eggnog or what?
Let's test out this eggnog. This eggnog. When did we crack it?
ooh.
I think
had to
after
be-
Christmas.
This one I think was before Christmas.
Okay.
We cracked it.
Okay.
And
Give or take a couple of years.
it
Either
was white, like not like milk, but white like an eggshell white. Yes or yes?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. I
An
agree.
eggshell white. Now it is a fully formed color wise. It's a fully formed nude bra color. That's probably been worn a few times.
Nude bra.
Nude would be the color, but it's like a nude bra.
I hear
that's
you.
been worn.
I fucking hear you, bro. I agree.
Do you agree or yes? Yes or
Yeah.
yes. Exactly.
I've just never heard of it called. That's fucking.
The color nude. It's like a nude colored bra that's been worn for probably a year and a half, 2 years. You got some sweats in it, and you got a couple sweats, couple fucking
Right.
breakout. You know, you broke down because the baby was crying. That extra top boob sweat that ends up coming down his body. I know all about it. I got jugs myself, ladies.
So took to the wonderful Facebook community and asked a question.
It smells kind of like eggnog and kind of like bad milk.
Rad. I know we've talked about starter jackets on the show before. But what is one starter jacket?
It got
you
thinner.
did you ever have a starter jacket?
I did. I had I believe mine was I had a Bulls
Okay.
and I had a Hornets one.
Okay. Josh?
It still tastes like bad milk, but it is thinner. It thins out.
Sorry, what were you asking?
Starter jacket. What kind of starter jacket? Gee, motherfucker's chugging it. Straight to the brain.
Josh says that ain't good no more after he took fucking 6 fucking chugs off.
I gotta do it for real, right?
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
What starter jacket?
It tastes. I mean, it's not fucking sour. I had a Orlando Magic.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Shaq and fucking Hardaway were the fucking shit.
That's true. Amen.
That was the only one I ever had. That was the first one I got. Only one I ever got.
I think.
You can taste the chunks in that bad boy.
Well,
No,
there ain't no chunks in there, dude.
I didn't have no chunks.
I could fucking taste it.
You could taste
I
it.
got
Taste?
some.
How do you taste a chunk?
Yeah.
I just got a chunk.
You got a chunk?
Yeah, I did. I just now did. I didn't the first time.
I would.
You want to get a chunk?
Get a chunk. Get you one of them
Get your
chunks.
chunk.
You're fucking full of shit. There ain't no chunks in there.
See, you had the
Josh
Orlando
said we
Magic.
barfing. Did you get a chunk? No?
There's no fucking chunks in there. You're
I got
crazy.
like a chunk, like a tapioca chunk. You know what I mean? Nice little soft
way.
guy. No way, he says.
No way.
Yeah, the Orlando Magic.
Different.
Myself, I was rocking the Chicago Blackhawks.
I'm
Oh,
a
you
liar.
got Blackhawks?
Hey, I'm a liar. I also got a second one later after they weren't cool anymore. I got a Charlotte Hornets
Yep.
just because I
Yep.
like the fucking
Hornets.
colors.
It was a purple and white, ain't it?
It was like teal, like green.
Oh, yeah,
and
yep.
like
Yeah.
magenta.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dalton, he chimes in. He says the Hornets or the Bulls.
Yeah.
Eric chimed in, says Nebraska, baby. For some reason, I knew like 3 different people that had the Charlotte Hornets one.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jason. I had the Chicago Bulls pullover coat. It's the best way to drop all your stuff from your pockets in front of the hot chicks as 13 or something.
Yeah, because shit would always fall out of your
Lol.
pockets.
Lol.
Lol.
Yeah.
Lols.
Heck yeah. Thank you guys for.
Oh wait, door
commenting.
slamming.
Also, if you could do us a favor too, you can actually comment on these episodes. It helps
Yeah.
it grow just a little bit.
Comment on this shit. Tell us we look like dorks.
Yeah, please do. How much does a roof cost? Oh shit! Sorry, hold on.
Oh, I was gonna say I got an answer ready, dude.
I forgot to go into the history of the starter jacket. My apologies.
Yeah, give me some.
Oh, okay.
So it started in 1971 in Connecticut by David Beckerman and some partners. In the late 80s, early 90s is when it started taking off. The first sports franchise was the NFL, and then later, obviously, the NBA. You know,
Right.
And in 1999, they went bankrupt due to Nike. The New York Yankees were the last ones to actually wear them.
Thanks a lot,
The team.
Nike.
Yep.
Did any of you guys ever have pumps?
Yeah.
Nike pumps.
Reebok, bro.
I had Reebok pumps and like not the original version, the kind of second gen,
Right.
because mine had like dinosaur bones that would glow in the dark on them.
Oh,
and shit,
nice.
dude.
Hell yeah.
Those lasted about a month, and then I got them all super muddy, and I was in deep shit.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy. That I got mine, and it was a big deal. I threw a fit. I remember the only fit I ever threw when I was a kid was like, dude, these are the coolest. If I have these, I can be
Yeah.
cool. Because
Yeah.
I would change schools all the time.
Right.
So I was just like, dude, I need to make friends.
Yeah.
And I got a starter jacket, and I got fucking Reebok pumps. And I was fucking cool shit. And then I went to recess. First fucking recess. Went out, played football. Slid underneath the fucking fence. Because we had all gravel
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah.
Foot got stuck underneath the fence. Ripped the whole side of my shoe off. Ripped my whole fucking Reebok pump in half.
Damn.
God.
I literally got my ass whooped and was like, motherfuck. From that day on, was like, fuck a bunch of
Do you know what?
expensive ass shoes.
Well, you know what's wild is like, because same kind of same outlook is like, oh, dude, if I have this stuff, I'll be the coolest kid in school.
Oh, for sure, dude.
And then you go, like me personally, went to school. It was like, yeah, kids didn't make fun of me.
Yeah.
I mean, I never really got made fun of, but like nobody made fun of me. But I still wasn't the coolest kid.
Nobody tried jacking you?
No.
Really?
And the thing was, like, you think those years that really stick with you, you'd get into it, and you'd go into adulthood, and you'd be like, oh yeah, it turns out the thing that you really want doesn't really bring you happiness.
Oh yeah.
You know, it doesn't bring you great success or
Yeah.
anything like that. But then the flip side of that, or the other side of that too, is like, or my other thought on it, I guess I should say, is that, you know, our parents were like, you better take care of those. Those are super expensive shoes. Yeah. Those cost me $40.
Yeah.
Right. And nowadays it's like literally the equivalent of $40 because of inflation and all that shit. It's like, it is like flipping out every kid over, like, you know, those shoes cost me $60, right?
Dude, 130.
But the fucking cost of living is like 300% higher than it was in the 90s.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, every dime counts, but
No, I got Ollie fucking.
I mean, I got my ass with probably over $20 shit. You know what I'm saying?
My wife got Ollie badass fucking DC shoes.
Yeah.
And shit. Dude, they're $130.
And I'm sorry, but just let me guess. He forgot them somewhere.
No. But he doesn't treat them the way that I would. But he's a kid. I don't expect him to.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just
Kids-
like when they get like vintage toys and then they think they got to take them out of the package.
Right.
No, you're not supposed to play with it like that.
No, you're not supposed to look at it. It depreciates the value. Come on.
Stick it in the closet.
What are you, a ding dong?
It's got to be wrapped in darkness.
Speaking of that, I should have put those ones that I got the other day when I was up in Gillette. Got the Krusty the Clown and
Oh, nice.
what the fuck is his name?
Brett Michaels. No. Brett Michaels from Poison.
It's on the tip of
Is
my
it
tongue.
Poison? Is it Poison? Is it Brett Michaels from Poison?
If it's Brett Michaels from Poison, Annette will be so happy.
Every rose
The dude that was always after Bart. He was the psychotic guy.
Yeah, you're talking about now I don't remember his name.
I don't either. I need to get her.
You should know this. The guy that was always after Bart.
After Bart.
Yeah, remember the guy with the
Sideshow Bob.
Sideshow Bob? There it is.
You guys ready to take off?
Let's get blasted, dude.
I don't know.
What's the joke?
I'm
She can't
good.
hear anything. She's like, I don't get it. Huh? No, I'm good. Thank you.
We are 3,000 feet and ascending.
Thank you for choosing 30 by School Podcast Airlines. As your co-pilot, I'll be telling you that this should be a smooth trip, but may not be. We may also turn upside down right before landing, and we may also land in a river.
Also, if you actually smuggled
Any drugs, now's the time to bring them to the cockpit. Thank you for your patronage.
Yeah. We will smoke them with you. No.
We will smoke those drugs with you as we're...
Dude, I had a dream. Have you ever... So, since you stopped smoking, do you guys ever have dreams that you're, like, actually, like, smoking?
You betcha.
Motherfucker,
I don't
that
have-
happened to me the other day.
I don't have dreams.
Really?
I don't.
I just remember, like, after that, like, I was just, like, so fucking disappointed in myself, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, how
Yeah.
could you do that, you piece of shit?
Mine... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
The only time I ever have dreams is like right before I wake up, and they're fucking super short.
Do you know why that is? Well, why that may be.
Because I don't ever hit REM sleep.
Yeah. But also, like, do you drink every night? Probably not, huh?
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Not every single night, but
Well, and obviously, I'm not saying drink heavy.
I mean at least a fucking beer or two.
Yeah.
But some nights I'll get off work and sit there and drink one beer and pass out when it's halfway done.
Right. No, I think because that's when just your best, because, you know, everybody's like the most tired when they're supposed to get up, but they don't want to get up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But mine was always like I almost never dreamt because I was drinking so much at night, like every night. And then I cut that out, and then it was like, whoa, dude. And then I started doing all these, I started taking all these mycelium mushroom supplements.
Right.
So they're basically just like vitamins. But my dreams they're always wild.
Yeah.
Like, super, like, I can remember details from and shit. It's crazy.
Huh.
But, yeah, the smoking thing, like, I've had numerous dreams where I'm, like, somebody's, like, pressuring a cigarette on me, and I'm, like, most of the time it's, like, I feel pretty good, because I'm, like, no, I'm just going to have one, and I smoke one, and I'm, like, well, good job, but I would wake up, still be like, man, that cigarette
dude.
would fuck. No, like, dude, if I could smoke one
Oh, yeah.
and be good with it, like, oh,
Right.
oof.
I get that after eating.
Sometimes one of my
dinner
coworkers, will have one like at work, and I'm like, fuck, that smells good.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm not, nope. Because I'm just not that type of person, especially with cigarettes. Like, cigarettes is my one thing. And I said it for years, like, cigarettes is my
They
one
fucking
thing
stink.
that I cannot
That's
quit.
the other thing.
And if I do quit it, I can't do it again because I can't do that. I'm just not that type of person when it comes to cigarettes. Like, I can't have one and then tomorrow I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm glad I had that, and not go buy a fucking pack and smoke the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
How many times have you tried to quit smoking or quit smoking?
This is the first and only time, dude.
Shit, yeah. You're going
Make it
longer
count.
than I am.
Make it count, I guess. So I guess if I get divorced, that's gonna be the time that I fucking pick it back up, and I ain't quitting. So,
Packing that bad boy,
yep,
flipping that, taking that fucking cellophane wrapper.
I'll
off.
probably pack them motherfuckers so hard I could smoke one cigarette in a week.
It's like one of them compactors.
Yeah, that fucker'd have about 2 inches of tobacco near the filter, and the rest of it would be paper.
30
guarantee
minutes
you.
later.
Yep.
It's still burning.
Yeah, I'm still smoking paper.
I'm just going to sit it right there. Just
Yeah.
leave it alone.
Yep. I think if I got back into smoking, I'd have to be in a place where obviously I'm divorced and alone. My child talks to me maybe once a week, and I have a dedicated room to smoke and have a typewriter in for some reason, because to be a writer,
Typewriters are so-
I'd be a writer now all of a
yeah.
sudden. And also I would just wait for the bills to close in on me.
Yep.
And I'm old enough to where they take me by train to a fucking goddamn mentalist institution or a fucking retirement home. You damn fucking God. With a cigarette hanging on my lip. I'm writing my fucking novel.
Get off my yard. And you're not
Get
you're
out
in
of-
a nursing home.
You know what I mean? Sheriff's not gonna get out of my ass. This is my life's work. Being complete. You know, one of them sad fuckers.
I need more bird seed for the bird feeder.
If
That's
you're gonna
turning
knock
into
on
me,
my
though.
door, bring bourbon. Something like that.
Oh, speaking of knocking on doors, I seen last night on Facebook another incident of a bunch of kids running around.
You mean there's fucking kids running around?
knocking
Get out
on
of my
doors
ass.
and taking off?
So
You know how it's been a constant thing.
Yeah.
So it was a friend of mine on Facebook. Well, anyway, I was like, it's pretty crazy like that. There was like 5 or 6 of them, dude.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that happened to us like a couple weeks ago. Like, some shit's gonna fucking happen. And then the reaction to my comment?
Huh.
Ha ha.
It'll be haha until somebody gets shot through
I
the fucking
stopped.
front door
Word.
of somebody's house.
Here's the other thing. Would that not freak you out if all of a sudden on your camera you seen 4 to 5 motherfuckers rush your house?
Oh yeah.
I'm in panic.
Yeah, no
mode.
shit.
You know what I mean?
I mean, me personally, if I saw it happening, like if I'm
Right.
just and I see it happening, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna whoop all five of these kids'
Right.
asses.
Right. That's
But,
what I was just gonna say.
Like you got to
my
think of it
first-
this way. Like what if it's a mom, yes, that has 2 or 3 kids that just separated from a legitimate husband
Abusive.
or boyfriend that's abusive,
Yeah.
and somebody's banging on their door and she can't deal with it anymore and she shoots through the fucking door.
Case in point, man.
And not only just shoots one of them or 2, whatever. What if a bullet goes far and fucks up the neighbor's house or the car or her car or whatever the fuck? Like this shit's ridiculous. Like people need to really. I think the thing is like I think everybody genuinely tries to raise their kids the best they can. Period.
Right.
But I think that, and I'd assume I don't have any older kids, obviously, but I'd assume that it's pretty hard to get them to pay attention most of the time.
Very,
Yes.
yeah, very
Yes,
But
sir.
But I also think that, a lot of the focus, it seems like, is on teaching kids the consequences. Like, you do this in this house, this is what happens.
Yeah.
No, it seems like a lot of people, and I might be wrong, so correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like a lot of people don't, or it'd be hard to focus on the fact of like teaching your kids, hey, in the real world, if you do this imaginary thing that we're not saying you're doing, but if that happened, this could happen to you. You know what I mean? Because I would assume you never expect your kids to go do some shit like that. And it's like, it's one of those deals where it's, you teach your kids like, obviously the beginning basics. And then when they're driving, you're like, hey, if you're driving and not paying attention, you can get hit by a car. And then you not only injure yourself, but other people, other people that are in the car, whatever, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You don't teach kids the stuff that like we did as kids that we didn't have consequences for.
Yeah.
Because we got lucky. Some of us because we were lucky. Some of us because we were smarter than that. Some of us because we were luckier than, it's just that trade-off kind of thing, But the deal is you fuck with somebody else's property, there's a real good chance.
Hi.
That you get seriously injured.
Yeah.
For sure.
And especially when you wake people, like, we used to do it as kids.
Yeah.
We called it something.
Yeah.
Yeah. We used to do it, but it was not at 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night. It was at 7 o'clock at night or 8 o'clock at night. You know what I mean? That was the latest it was, And also we barely had the internet.
Yeah.
So we definitely didn't have phones. We didn't have smartphones. And it's,
Morse code.
And that fad only lasted like, what, a year?
Yeah.
Until like me personally, until my parents had it happen to them one time when we were out and it wasn't us. And they were like, hey, do that shit again.
Yeah.
Right.
Or do that shit to somebody else's house that has a gun. You're dead.
Yeah.
Type of shit.
Right.
So it was a fad. It was like a little passing fad. It wasn't a long-standing, widespread fad that happened because of social media.
Oh, yeah.
Type of thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully nobody gets hurt. That's all I got to say.
I sure hope so. But remember there was that thing, remember the Kia boys?
No.
Because you could start a Kia with a fucking paperclip and something, and a phone charger or some shit like that.
That's right.
And then that shit. And that was a group of dudes who were doing it. And then it went on TikTok. And then a few other, like, by a few, I mean, quite a bit, really, when you think about it. But, like, a lot of people were doing it.
Well, speaking of that, I got to give a shout out to Tammy McDonald. She's been a loyal listener for a long time. That shit actually happened to her out in Seattle. She got her Kia taken from her. Do you remember she was on the show a while ago, but yeah.
Yep.
Crazy.
Well, and you think about shit like that, and it's like, what does it all started from? Just to get a lot of clicks and a lot of views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they see it one time, and then somebody sees it one time. And they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna make it fucking popular, and I'm gonna get because I want to be an influencer, so I'm gonna show somebody something."
It's like the beating up people for random no reason. Same shit.
You know, being an influencer is still like the top #1 wanted job by young people or some shit. That's insane to me.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yup.
Yup.
How much does a roof cost?
How much does a roof cost? Well, I would say anywhere between $5,000 and it could cost up to $51,000. Kind of goes off of the square footage of the house.
Yeah.
Nothing because it's already on the house.
You motherfucker. All right. Before I take a piss, I'm going to tell one of my jokes then. You already heard it.
You fucking fire away.
I got some taking piss music.
Well, I'm going to tell you a joke first, Josh.
That's good.
So, 3 nuns die. They go to heaven.
You want me to keep the music?
No, I'm going to tell you a joke. And so the first nun gets up to the guy that, St. Peter?
Mm-hmm.
He says, you got to answer a question, get in heaven. But don't worry, they're easy. Okay? And he asks the first one, he goes, what was the first woman's name? She says, Eve. And he goes, good job, you're in. Second nun comes up and says, I got a question for you. And don't worry, though, it's pretty easy. He says, what was the garden's name that Eve lived in? Adam and Eve lived in. She says, Eden. Good job, you're in. And the third nun that come up, she was like the head nun. I mean, it's gonna be a bit harder for you. Got a tougher question for you. She goes, okay, then I totally understand. That makes sense. And she says, what were the first words that Eve ever spoke to Adam? And she goes, that's a hard one. He goes, yep, you're in.
Okay.
Ooh, it is also caramel chocolate day.
What?
Speaking of that, did you know that Dove chocolate actually tastes better than the soap, baby?
Does it?
This is a pretty funky beat in the background. Not really sure why Rosie O'Donnell is still in the fucking news constantly. Ooh, it looks like in pro wrestling news, Sting is making his WWE return. Thought that fucking retired a long time ago. He's still kicking.
Who is? Jesse Ventura?
No, Sting.
Oh, Sting.
Yep,
Thank
he's
God.
returning.
Sting's returning.
Yep.
Hopefully it's Sting's younger brother. Hey, I got another joke. You want to hear another joke?
You betcha.
All right. So this guy, he gets, he's on a ship or whatever, and ship crashes, and he gets marooned on a desert island. Well, pretty much a desert island. There's a pig and a dog, and 6 months to a year goes by, and he he starts getting horny or whatever, and he's got a choice between the pig and the dog, and the pig's a female, and so he goes to try and he starts caressing the pig's nose and caressing the pig's ears.
Doesn't make any noise.
And he tries to get fresh with it, and the dog nips at him, and then he has to, pulls him off him, basically. He has to let go of it.
Yeah.
And about another, he tries this a few times or whatever. But about another year later, he's serious about it, so he's really going to try it. And the dog does the same thing, but more aggressive. I mean, grabs a hold of his leg and is pulling him off the pig or whatever. About 6 months after that, a plane crashes, and this beautiful blonde woman, well, she finally makes it up on shore, and he sees her and he says, "Thank God. Can you please help? Can you please help me?" She's like, "Well, I just crash landed, a few miles offshore." And he goes, No. Can you please hold this dog?"
What kind of dog was it?
German Shepherd.
Ah. They do get feisty. You guys remember Jack the Ripper?
Yes, I do.
Jack the Ripper, my brother.
I watched the whole thing about it.
Jack the Ripper was my brother.
They might have solved the murder.
Yep.
Who was
I'm
it?
pretty sure they did solve it.
Bob the Builder. Because
They have the same middle name.
Yeah! Well, I don't really...
Oh, look. That's how I do it. Ready?
Josh, can you play the Knuckles song with that? Well, that's good.
Do you got anything else you want to throw down?
Oh, you know who I like to give a shout out to? It's Valley View Creations.
Okay. I thought you were going to say Kanye West.
Also Kanye West.
Yeah.
Because I got a mug or a tumbler
Yeah.
that was made by a coworker's wife of mine, and she's Valley View Creations. Is that right?
Nice.
And Valley View
I
Creations.
got applause on here somewhere.
Great work. But I got, what was it? Should I tell the story?
Yeah, dude, of course.
So, what was it? A few weeks ago, we went to the Super Flea in town, and there was literally 2 statues carved out of, I'm assuming, wood or something. They're about 3 foot tall. And there were 2 monkeys wearing hats that had a beer in their hand, and they actually had the pecker and balls. And they were on a good price. They were only $50 a piece. And I was like, fuck, I got to buy one of those.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Should I buy one of those kind of things? Because that's a good price. And talked to Kate, and she was like, you may as well just get it. Just get it, And so I'm like, all right. So we make a loop, talk to my buddy, and then we go to, I'm like, all right, I'm going to go to the ATM. So I go to the ATM, get the money, and we haul ass back to that booth. Both of them gone.
Right.
Well, when I was talking to my buddy, whose wife has, the Valley View Creations or whatever, I told him about them. And anyway, so we went back and they were gone. And so I was like, super bummed. Ruined my whole weekend, actually.
Right.
And then he shows up one day and he goes, hey, my wife wanted to make a cup for everybody. Here's yours.
Sweet.
And I pull it out of there. It's got a bucket bronc on it. I'm like, that's fucking rad.
Hell
You know what I mean? He goes, no, turn it around. Turn it around. It's got a monkey drinking a beer with a cowboy hat on with his packer and balls hanging out.
Hell yeah.
The greatest thing. But she makes all different types of shit, but a lot more appropriate stuff,
Right.
But holy cow. It's amazing. And it looks great.
Yeah.
Badass.
Yeah.
And guess what? Put coffee in that sucker. Holds heat like a motherfucker.
Nice.
Drink coffee out of it this morning.
What do you put in your coffee?
Kate actually makes homemade creamer.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I think it's heavy whipping cream.
Ooh, you might not want to reveal the recipe.
It's not heavy whipping cream. No, what is it? It's my own semen. She probably would do some shit like that.
3 ingredients.
I know there's vanilla in it. And then there's condensed milk. What? Sweetened condensed milk and milk. Ooh, dude, I drink milk now? You only got to put a dash in there, though.
Little dash, a little splash.
A little dash and splash. Well,
should we get out of here and then just we can just keep rambling? What do you think? What do you think?
I can just go to town. I already started.
I wish you could auto-tune our voices, dude.
We need. I got chords coming, bro. I got chords coming.
No, it's
oh,
fine.
yeah, that's right. His new nickname is Cord.
Yeah. Josh and
J Cord.
J
also
Cord.
known as Cord.
J Cord, take us out of here.
This one is applause, bro. It doesn't work
Well,
good.
get it. All right, get us to somewhere where you can take us out,
I am. Fucking
bro.
Jeez, bro.
Come on, bro.
Jeez, bro.
Let's all get tummy aches.
He's turning people's wrists.
Pretty serious. Any questions?
No, awkward and weird. What?
Big thank you to Vanderheiden Design. You still have some eggnog on your upper lip
I'm
in
sure.
the middle.
It's probably one of them clumps. Once again, we are the Three Wheel Bicycle Podcast coming out of Casper, Wyoming. I guess our goal is to get y'all to laugh. You know what I mean?
At least every once in a while.
Try new things.
Try them.
Learn some shit.
Drink old eggnog. Learn about Goofy Day.
Yeah. It has been kind of a goofy episode.
And remember to stay weird and never get your panties in a bunch. Because guess what? It's all a fucking joke.
Comment below. Share it up. Do all those cool things. We appreciate you. We will check you out next time. Maybe not check you out. You'll check us out. You know what the fuck I mean.
Later, taters.
Cha-cha. You're making me feel like a robot.